So let's get into the show. Every episode, we're going to start out with the last movie that we've seen together. For this week, that movie was Searching, starring John Chow and
Nathan.
I just think that's how his name is pronounced. I'm not sure. John Chow.
Chow.
That's what I said. And Deborah Messing. And some other person.
Grace. That's who that is. What other person?
I said Deborah Messing, the little Asian girl, his daughter.
Oh.
Actually, there's actually a lot of people in that movie now I think about it. His
Ooh.
brother, the daughter. I don't know. They don't have like they ain't famous. So.
I don't know people.
Anyways, so let's get into Searching. What was your overall thoughts on the movie?
It was actually a really good movie. I sometimes do get annoyed with the way that those movies are shot. What do you call it?
I mean, they call it like something like screen view or something like that.
Okay, well, I get kind of annoyed with screen view movies, and I wondered how they would be searching for his daughter with him being in front of a screen the whole time. Like, would he be stuck in front of a computer the entire time? Like, where else would they get video for it? But they did play it, like, off in a good way, like with news cameras and personal cameras that he set up in different places. So they made it work, even though I don't really like those all the time.
So you said you liked the movie, but you didn't like, or you didn't get it.
I'm just not a big fan of that type of shooting.
I mean, you only seen like 3 movies do that.
I feel like I've seen more than 3, because there's been more than 3.
Unfriended.
Unfriended.
Unfriended 2.
Unfriended 2. This
and
movie.
This.
Paranormal Activities.
It wasn't shot in that type of way. It shot from a camera, not a computer screen.
I don't like the shoot footage type of movie.
Paranormal Activity is a found footage movie. This is different.
I don't like the footage type.
So you don't like it coming from a screen, basically, which any sort of screen.
Right. I want it to be an actual movie. I mean, yeah. But the story itself was a good story.
Okay.
And he was a very dedicated dad, so that was pretty awesome.
He was a little too dedicated.
How was he too dedicated?
I mean, like, he was, like, before he knew she was missing, he was all up on her bumper, constantly talking, or, like, calling her about some trash. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Because she's supposed to take trash out. And he lost his wife recently. That's who he has left.
I mean, I get it, but I'm still saying he's a little overbearing. You can, like, calm it down a little bit.
Not really. Like, even in part of the movie where he was like, are we having dinner tonight? And she said, Dad, we have dinner on Mondays. So it seems like they only hang out on Mondays.
She didn't say, like, Mondays. She said we had it Monday. As in, we just had it, like, a couple days ago.
Right, but still, aren't you supposed to eat with your parent when you live with them most nights? That's what I did.
I didn't.
We made dinner, we ate together. Dinner was at dinner time.
What do you mean by eat together?
It wasn't a once a week or, Mom, I just had dinner with you on Monday.
No, there's a difference between eating together and eating at the same time.
Eating at the same time, yes. Eating together and at the same time, yes. We ate together at the same time.
Y'all didn't sit around a table.
No, but we all sat in the same area and ate together.
Some of y'all would be on the couch. Some of y'all would be at the, what's it called? The counter.
We're all in the family room eating dinner. I'm not talking about like with the big family gatherings, but like when it was
How
just
you know
us.
they don't do that?
But the way that she said it, like she was like, we just had dinner on Monday. Like that's not something that they do all the time. Like they don't need to do it all the time.
I don't know why
so
you
that seemed
felt the
different
need to pinpoint the fact that y'all eat in the same vicinity.
I'm saying we eat dinner together. We are eating together. We don't have a table. We don't.
That's not eating together. Y'all not like sitting down having a conversation while y'all eating dinner.
But we're eating together.
But y'all all paying attention to different things.
But we're eating together. Just to me, it seems strange to her that she has to eat with her dad.
I'm just saying. You don't know what eating together means, but whatever.
We eat at dinner time together.
Okay.
Like we do when we eat dinner.
We just eat on the couch.
Together.
We ain't really together. We just watching TV.
Together.
Okay. Sure. All right. So you enjoyed the movie, is what you're saying, but you don't like the way it's shot.
Yes.
I gotta disagree.
Well, you like that type of stuff.
I thought the movie was really good.
It was really good.
I wasn't surprised, but I was pleased that I enjoyed it so much, and I actually liked that new little screen view. Like, it's sort of different from like the found footage, because found footage is just straight from one person's point of view through just a camera. This is more, it's from their point of view, but you also get to see different things that they're looking at on the internet, and it's more of the times. Like, it's more technology based. Like, even though cameras, yes, technology, but this is using like computer screens and camera screens and phone screens, and it's basically how our life is now, because that's all we do is look at our stupid screens, you millennials. So
it says you.
So
always on a screen.
So it makes sense for them to update it to that, and then you get more perspective when you look at it this way. You get to see all the stuff that is going on with the websites, him looking at this, that, different footage, maps, and all that good stuff. So I didn't have a problem with it, and the fact that this movie is so like small in scale and they were able to do work with what they had and made it a really good movie, I was very pleased with that. Let's see what notes that I have. This ain't racist at all, but their last name in the movie was Kim, right?
Yeah.
They're like some sort of Asian descent, I want to say.
They were an Asian descent.
I just thought it was funny that somebody with the last name Kim would be going to piano lessons every day. I just thought that was funny.
Why?
Because Asian people like to play piano all the time. I just thought it was funny. And you know how parents make their Asian sons or daughters fill up their whole week with a bunch of activities like learning instruments and all that good stuff. Just thought it was funny. We already talked about David, which is the dad, constantly texting and calling his daughter even.
Oh yeah, his name was David.
Yeah, going back and forth over some trash.
Because she took it out.
She should have took it out, but...
My mom has picked me up from school because she said chores were done.
That's crazy. So I guess this...
And it wasn't my chores, but one person's chores wasn't done, so she picked up everybody, we all went home. So him texting her about it wasn't too crazy to me.
I like the different methods that David used to try to track down his daughter himself, because clearly the detective on the case, who was played by Deborah Messing, wasn't doing the best job. So he made like a chart to help himself with the clues when he would go through all the people that Margot? Is that what's her name?
Yes, Margot.
Margot, all the people that she knew, so he would take their pictures, their names, get their whereabouts around the time she was missing, their alibis, all that good stuff, so he can, see what was going on, see who was lying, see who's telling the truth.
I mean, he has a good way of thinking, because I feel like if I was put in that situation, I don't think I would be thinking that clearly to do that. So, like I said, he's a good dad, and he didn't stay calm. He did flip out on some people, but he worked through it very well.
Yeah, he was very logical.
Yes.
Very logical. What else do we have? I thought skimming to the end of the movie, because I like the whole build-up from the beginning. You find out that his daughter goes missing all the way up to the end. I like that whole build-up. I like how he basically was playing detective through his computer screen. He was basically finding all the big details and the big information that helped him come to the conclusion at the very end. It wasn't the detective, it was him. So I like that step-by-step process, because it built up the tension and the thrill factor, and it made you really want to know what happened to his daughter at the end. So the twist at the end I thought was very dope. I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't see exactly how they were going to do it. But the person whose fault it was, I knew that person had something to do with it. And they try to throw you off the trails by giving you these little potential culprits here and there, some suspects. And then, what was I going to... I'm blanking on what I was about to say. But once you get to the end and you see the twist, or you hear the twist, you hear the explanation for it, thought that was dope. Even though I believe that Margot, she could have done some things to help her dad along the way. She did one specific thing in the movie. She called her dad, called him twice, FaceTimed him right when she went missing, and she didn't leave no message.
Well, I feel like if I'm panicking, I want to call you, and if you don't answer, I'm going to hang it up and call you right back. So she wasn't thinking well, she should have been thinking. Dad.
She got her logic skills. She should have got her logic skills from her dad, because clearly her dad would have done the right thing.
She called him, and then she hung up, and then she called him right back, and then she hung up, and then she...
Leave a message! She was running.
Maybe she didn't even get over the voicemail. She's like, oh gosh, she's not answering. Hang up and try again.
She was running from this person. She could have easily left a message like, Dad, this guy's trying to kill me, or there's some weirdo going on at this place and such, but she didn't.
However, though, I still don't think that's gonna help. Like, what if he actually did kill her? Yeah, I can leave a voicemail saying, Dad, someone's coming to kill me, but I'm still dead.
But she fell off the thingy.
She did.
And if she
Where
left a message...
Though?
Huh?
When she fell off.
She probably put it right back gently in her pocket.
Oh, she should have put it in her boobs, and then when she fell, she could have caught him.
But the phone fell.
She didn't die. I don't know.
I'm just saying, she could have done a lot to help her dad find it. She could have said the place she was at, because it took him half the movie to figure that out.
I mean, she probably should have been telling her dad where she was going. Yeah, you want to, like, peace and relax or whatever. But when I was that age, I couldn't just leave the house and not tell my mom where I was going.
Clearly she was being sneaky. She held the money.
Why would she get in trouble, though, for going to the park? Like, this was just her going to the park. Yeah, she was smoking, but she could have just said, hey, Dad, I'm going to the park because it's like where I go to relax.
I thought she was going to meet that person.
No, he followed her there.
I thought...
No, he wasn't going to meet her.
I thought they said meet here.
No. When the dad asked why couldn't he just give her the money at school, or the detective said that, she was like, because she might freak out at school. And then they said, so he followed her. And she said, yes. So he just followed her. They didn't plan to meet.
I thought it meant that they wanted to meet there.
No, he just followed her.
And then when they got in the car, it got all weird because it was a guy and...
No, it was weird because someone just got in her car and she was supposed to be there by herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
didn't know that she was getting the money back.
Either way, she was the one. She held all that money from her, or the piano money from her dad that he was giving her all the time. She was saving that up, pocketed it to give to this strange person she met on some weird.
I mean, that's her dumb fault for beating somebody online. That is stupid. That's very dumb.
Some live stream website that was trash. I don't understand these kids
and meeting strangers online. I'm not about that life.
Okay, now you're not about that life. That's not what you said.
When have I ever met anyone online or wanted to meet anyone online?
I'm trying to build a business out there.
Never.
So the anticipation up until that point, when we found out that, spoiler alert again, that Deborah Messing's character was the person behind the whole
covering up
her and her son,
and
were involved,
leaving her for dead.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I called that from seeing some of the stuff she was doing as a detective in the movie. I was like,
she wasn't doing detective work at all.
That's sneaky.
She was more than happy to try and just get the case shoved over the rug.
So once you figure out, you think the daughter's dead, you know, what's her name's behind bars, and you find out that the daughter might possibly still be alive. Then they go look for her. She is in fact still alive, and that kind of upset me because I was like,
why? It can so happen.
It's not. I mean, once you explained it to me, I was like, okay, but I still wish it would have been darker.
Why do you have to have such a dark ending? Why can't it be a happy ending?
I mean, the happy ending probably
works better. It was already dark
better
through the entire course of the movie. This was the one thing that made it happy.
I'm not saying that the movie would have been better if it was darker. I would have personally liked to see it gone dark just to see how it would have made me feel.
Well, how would it have made you feel if she was dead?
I'd have been like, yo, that's dark. And I might have liked it more. I might have liked it more. I don't know.
I liked it because she did live. His dad did all this work. Her dad did all this work on his own because clearly the detective wasn't helping him. And other people weren't trying to help him either.
I'm just saying, I'm giving leeway to see how they would have done the darker ending of her actually being dead.
I liked it with her living.
I mean, it was cool. Like I said, it probably definitely works better for what they were going for and their message and the broader audience. And it might have worked better for me. I'm just saying I would have liked to see it have gone in a darker direction. That's it. Yeah, so I was 100% along for the ride with the movie. It captured me through the first few minutes because I like thrilling movies. I like whodunit type of flicks. And the way it used this technological new little point of view and the character build up and the situational aspects made you really engulfed in the movie. Performance-wise, with like the actors, I thought they were cool. People keep praising John Chow's performance. He was cool. He was able to carry it, but it wasn't like out of this world. I think it was the story and the whole thriller part of the movie that really drove the whole movie and over his performance.
He's an actor. I don't understand what more we needed from him. He did his job.
I'm not saying he did bad, but people are just saying how good that he did in the movie.
Yeah, I don't get why they're saying how good he did either. He just did his job. Like, he acted.
All actors act. But some
Right, but
actors
like,
act better than other actors.
it wasn't like
So you're just saying Denzel just be acting in movies? That's what I'm hearing.
he does what he's expected to do.
Not
In my
really.
opinion, if there's not like, oh, a great job, it's just as long as you're not, it's not horrible, then you're doing what you're expected to do good.
So you just think Oscars shouldn't exist?
No, Oscars can exist, but
Then
you're
why not? They're doing their job.
expected to
Don't
do a
praise them
good
for
role.
doing their job, right?
No, they should be praised, but you're expected to at least perform well.
Yeah, but you can still acknowledge when somebody like, yo, that performance stood out.
So I don't think that it stood out.
Wow.
He did well. He did what he's supposed to do.
So you probably watch Wolf of Wall Street, like, yo, all those performances in that movie.
They did what they're supposed to do. It was a good movie.
So
I haven't gotten to that point of view yet to where
Leonardo
performances-
DiCaprio didn't body that performance.
he did a good job.
So his performance was on the same level as everybody else's in that movie.
It was a good movie. Did a good job. I don't think I go by the performance. I go by the whole story of it if I like a movie more.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. All right, so anything else you want to say on Searching before we move on? Good movie, yeah?
It was a good movie, yeah.
You can buy it for me when it comes out.
Possibly.